Gentlemen, let's take a moment and be genuinely honest with ourselves. A lot of men walk into the bedroom assuming they already know what they're doing, that they've got the physical part figured out. But the stories I hear in my clinic tell a different truth. Many men are rushing, guessing, or completely missing the deeper secret to real intimacy. Using your hands isn't just about touching someone. It's about communicating care, confidence, attention, and presence. When used with intention instead of impatience, your hands can give your partner a sense of pleasure, safety, and closeness that no pill, trick, or performance mindset can replace. Here's the part most men don't realize. They treat this as a warm-up, a quick detour before what they think is the main event. In reality, this is not a side note. This is the event. This is the spark that can unlock a woman's deepest arousal and emotional openness. Today, I want to help you understand how to approach this skill with respect, clarity, and maturity, drawing from my 12 years of experience as a urologist working closely with men's health and sexual wellness. But before we talk about techniques, it's important to understand the truth most men are never told. The majority of women do not reach climax through penetration alone. Again and again, clinical research shows that fewer than 20% of women reliably achieve orgasm from intercourse without some form of additional stimulation. What does that mean for you as a partner? It means that if your focus is only on penetration and fast movement, you may be leaving most of her pleasure unexplored. Your hands, however, are incredibly versatile. They can adjust their speed, pressure, and angle. They can slow down, pause, and respond to what she's feeling in a way that no other part of your body can. But they only become powerful when you use them with awareness of her body, not just your expectations. For those of you meeting me for the first time, I'm Dr. Evelyn Hartwell. I've spent more than a decade working with men in their 30s through their 70s who felt like they were falling short in the bedroom. Most of them were not broken, weak, or past their prime. They were simply never taught the science of pleasure or the emotional side of intimacy. No one gives a real manual for this. Movies don't show it honestly. Friends rarely talk about it seriously, and society often pretends men should just magically know. This space, this conversation exists to change that. You deserve confidence. Your partner deserves presence. And both of you deserve intimacy that feels fulfilling, not forced. One of the biggest mindset shifts I try to teach is that for most women, arousal is not an instant switch that flips on. It's more like a slow-building flame. It needs oxygen, time, attention, and feeling safe. The body literally needs time for increased blood flow and sensitivity to develop. If you rush, what you think is passion may actually feel uncomfortable or overwhelming for her. When you slow down, you aren't wasting time. You're saying with your actions, you matter. I'm here with you. I'm not racing toward a finish line. That feeling of safety and being valued is a powerful part of desire. Another common mistake men make is confusing intensity with skill. Harder and faster is not better. The clitoris is the most sensitive structure in the human body, with thousands of nerve endings. If you go straight in with force, the natural reaction is tension and withdrawal, not pleasure. Instead, light, mindful touch, building gradually and responding to her body's signals will take you much further. Think of it like learning music. It's not about banging loudly on the instrument, it's about feeling the rhythm, the pauses, and the notes that move the other person. Consistency is another huge key. Many men change movements too often because they're worried about doing enough or trying to be impressive. In reality, once you find something that makes her body respond, staying with that rhythm is what helps her climb toward climax. When she says, right there, she does not mean try something new. She means don't change a thing. Predictable, steady stimulation allows her brain and body to connect and build toward release. It shows trust. It shows that you're paying attention rather than performing. There's also a major myth that needs to be cleared up. Wetness does not automatically mean readiness. Lubrication is one sign of arousal, but the muscles of the pelvic floor may still be tight or tense. If you rush or force entry, even unintentionally, it can be painful and emotionally jarring. The goal is to be invited in, not to push past resistance. Lubrication, patience, communication, and starting slowly go a long way. Always remember that comfort and consent are not just ethical. They're the foundation of real pleasure, beyond any particular movement or technique. The most important part of all of this is emotional safety. A woman experiences the deepest pleasure when she feels seen, valued, and unrushed. Stress shuts the body down. Pressure kills desire. When she feels genuinely connected and accepted, her body is far more likely to relax and open to pleasure. Staying present afterward, holding her, talking, or just breathing together matters more than most men realize. Intimacy is not over when orgasm happens. For many women, the aftercare is one of the most powerful parts of the experience. If you're realizing now that you may have misunderstood some of this for years, don't turn on yourself or feel ashamed. You weren't given the education you needed, and you're choosing to learn now. That choice alone says a lot about the kind of partner you want to be. In fact, men in their 40s, 50s, and beyond often become incredible lovers because they bring patience, focus, and emotional intelligence to the table. Qualities younger men may not yet have developed. You don't need to be 20 again. You simply need to be present in the body and life you have right now. Your hands are not just tools. They are extensions of your attention and your heart. When you use them thoughtfully, you create connection, not just sensation. You send the message, I am here with you, not just doing something to you. That alone can transform a relationship. Small improvements, practiced consistently, can rebuild confidence, revive desire, and create a deeper bond than you may have ever experienced before. Don't settle for good enough intimacy based on habit and silence. Learn, grow, and offer your partner the gift of presence and patience. When she feels chosen and cherished, you'll feel the difference too, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. If this message speaks to you, share it, talk about it, or simply practice it quietly in your own life. Becoming a better partner is not about ego or performance. It's about care, respect, and mutual joy. Your age does not define your passion or your potential. Your choices do. Stay kind, stay curious, and keep growing. Now, as an extension of this script, let's add something closely related that many men overlook, but that can completely change their experience in intimacy: communication. Talking openly with your partner about what feels good, what feels uncomfortable, and what she actually enjoys is not awkward. It's essential. You do not have to guess everything. In fact, trying to read her mind often creates pressure for both of you. Simple questions like, does this feel good? Or, do you like this pace? Can turn the moment into a shared experience rather than a performance. And remember, communication is not just verbal. Her breath, the way she moves her hips, the tension or relaxation in her body, these are signals. Pay attention. Treat her reactions like guidance, not criticism. Another related concept is self-awareness. Your own anxiety, body image concerns, or worries about performance can pull you out of the moment. When that happens, your touch becomes mechanical instead of connected. Slowing your own breathing, grounding yourself, and reminding yourself that intimacy is not a test can make a huge difference. You are not being graded. You are sharing an experience. Also, remember that intimacy is not always about orgasm. Sometimes the most meaningful moments are about closeness, laughter, vulnerability, or simply holding each other. If you both remove the pressure to achieve something every time, you create space for genuine connection. Ironically, when pressure disappears, pleasure often increases naturally. Finally, if you or your partner are struggling with pain, anxiety, lack of desire, or ongoing difficulties in the bedroom, seeking guidance from a qualified professional is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of care for yourself and your relationship. Just as you would see a doctor for back pain or vision problems, you can also seek support for sexual health. You deserve fulfilling, respectful, deeply connected intimacy, and so does your partner.